There have been people who, you know, for lack of a better phrase here, have gotten it right over the years. Who got it right? Who are your role models? Who do you look up to? Who did it the correct way, or who is currently on the path now that you see, somebody that you base, at least to some extent, that you would like to imitate, follow in the path of?
You know what inspired me is funny is, and why I do everything that I do today, and I didn't really even understand, was Richard Pryor.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What's crazy is I seen JoJo Dancer, you know, and I watched it, you know, and I'm like, oh man, I need to do what he did, but I need to take away the you know, his imperfections, the things that he did, like maybe the drugs or whatever. I said, I don't need to do that. But if I follow this, the acting comedian, right? But then come to find out later in life that Richard Pryor directed and wrote the JoJo. I didn't know that at the time when I was inspired to be him. Yeah.
I was really Spike Lee. I mean, I don't know if it's cliche to say but he really inspired me, man. Like, what it was is because it was an emotion that he was able to get out of me in a theater. Like, I really felt something. When I saw Do the Right Thing, it did something to me. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, wow, every movie, he did such a great job of pulling out that fabric and really you could relate to certain things.
And
that
when you
was
think
like
of iconic films, if you had to think of iconic black films that were kind of set the tone, at least shifting from one type of black film to another, I think that's what Spike did.
Let me ask you a question, Lamont. I know that in a lot of ways, I know that you have a lot of hats that you wear in your endeavors, but you are primarily known as an actor.
Yes, sir.
And you've worked in some cases with a lot of different type of people. How have you avoided being typecast? Do you think that you were known for one thing? I think you've avoided it. But,
you know, I'm sorry, a little inside. You know what? That's an excellent question. I think that there's a really interesting balance between being the master of your own fate, but it's a certain amount of what I want to happen is going to be up to me. I'm not going to let anybody else shape my life. You know, that doesn't have a right to. If you're going to typecast me and put me in a certain amount of space, if I don't want to be there, I'm not staying there. I'm not interested in perpetuating a lot of the negative images of black men that are already out there. However, if the overall story and message is really about something significantly more powerful and dynamic than that, not just me being exploited as a person, as an actor, or as a black man, and me not just unnecessarily exploiting my black women or shooting and killing and robbing my, other black brothers. If there's a significantly more powerful message and that's just one of the dynamics, I don't have a problem playing the bad guy. So it's a delicate balance between the two, appreciating where you are and understand that the business is putting you in that box for a reason. Make the most of it. But remember, you've got to take some responsibility for where you are and then take it to the next level and expand your territory.
Evolve. Well, let me just to wrap this up a little bit, this has been a most engaging conversation. I think it's just the beginning and certainly not an end, but I want to thank you all for having the courage and the insight and the perspective.
Thank you for leading us.
Absolutely. Through this black lens. So thank you all.